Alright, welcome back to the stream, everyone. Maven here. We're playing some Fallout 76. Well, shooting the shit with Travius. Because that's usually fun. Still didn't get the lever action rifle though. I think I have to wait a bit until it starts spawning. Well, I did find a frag mine where I create the explosive bait, so now I just need to find some sort of animal to use that on. And we'll be starting where we left off in the toxic wastes. If the game would bloody load. Music stopped. Weird. Ah, there it is. Getting back in. Yeah, we'll be continuing with doing Rose's storyline because I hope I can get some new pieces of equipment from it. Because yeah, I do want my Raider equipment. I can't get my.
And I swear that your what do you call it? Your channel goes further and further down every time I search for it.
It must be all the racy comments we make.
Maybe. Maybe. Let's see how many videos were before you and channels, videos and channels, most of which has nothing to do with the work, with your title word.
Oh, please just have a lever action rifle.
Authorized to trade supplies and
I have 44, but that's not what I want here. Again, doesn't sell it yet. According to the Wikipedia, that is where I'm supposed to be getting it. Maybe should just sell some of these things.
Be sure to stock up while you can.
No, I'm not keeping a. I'm selling these things. The missile launch is just too heavy to be logging around. Don't have any apparel with me now.
Available.
Can I store? Sorry, John. Still not enough to get me down to an hour. I'll deal with it. I will deal with it somehow. It's probably a bunch of aid stuff I picked up. At least I hope that's the case. Could also be this new laser rifle that I picked up. I think I picked it up last stream. Yeah. Alright, so we need to use the explosive bait that I got my hands on. Then I need to find some creature that I could use it on. Now what should I use a lump of meat duct taped to a landmine on? What kind of creature should I blow up with that?
And you are down into 19s. Yeah. Pretty far down.
YouTube's algorithm hates me. It's a conspiracy. A conspiracy, I tell you. I swear, it's not the radiation going to my brain causing paranoia. Which is totally a thing radiation does.
Which is one of the few things radiation does.
Yeah, but I swear that's not the case here.
Yeah. So, yeah. But then again, I also search in complete lowercase and just Maven. Funnily enough, the YouTube search algorithm insists on, what do you call it, on splitting it into two words, which apparently means something in Italian.
Probably something close to bad wine.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't speak Italian. I'm not a mobster.
Fair enough.
That's all I know of Italy. Everyone there is a mobster.
All related to one. But then again, everyone in almost all of Russia and Europe is related to Vikings, so that doesn't really say anything.
Well, we can thank all the pillaging for that.
Well, yeah, and colonization. Honestly, the Vikings were really big on the whole colonization thing.
Yeah, they discovered Vinland,
Yeah,
which
well,
is what America is
they got to
called.
Vinland, and then they looked around and thought, well, this is kind of shitty. The locals are very rude, and there aren't any gold around here.
Yeah, Vikings discovered America, and they called it Vinland, so that's its proper name. They discovered it. They have naming rights.
Although, to be fair, if one's going by naming rights and all that, it would perhaps be the nomadic tribes that have it.
They didn't name the place. They didn't give stuff names, did they? I don't know. I just know
I'm
there were
pretty
jerks that
certain
shot
they
people.
did.
I just know there were jerks that shot people on sight.
I don't know if they shot people on sight initially.
They were the ones who started it. That's all I know.
Started it?
Pretty sure.
Oh, golly. I'm following along on YouTube. In a totally safe fashion. Knifing those super mutants.
Yes, like a proper coward. How? You still are. Also, probably not the
How
best.
much radiation is it you're running around with?
Pardon?
How much radiation is it you're running around with?
I don't know. We can check on my Pip-Boy because I'm about to pick up my laser rifle. So, about 450 rads in my system right now.
Ow.
That's not that bad. Okay, this thing has a serious zoom going. Then. Come on. Need to wait for this thing to probably charge up. And it still doesn't deal a lot of damage. And there it is fully charged. That's the problem with putting a scope on a charging barrel laser rifle. You can actually see how charged up it is.
Good.
That's not good.
You can, or you can't.
I can't. There's these 3 small dots on the charging laser barrel, and when all of those glow, it deals maximum damage. Until then, it deals decreased damage, so I have to wait for them all to glow before it deals full damage. But I can't see them because of the scope mount.
Hmm.
You can see one of them light up there, but I can't see the rest for the scope, meaning that putting a charging barrel on a laser sniper rifle makes it harder to use. Yeah, see the... Yeah,
I see those bars. Or what they are.
Well, it's a diode. It's diodes that's sitting on the barrel itself. Ooh, okay, now I'm taking a lot of fire here. Well, at least they probably can't throw grenades at me. Nice, where is it? Oh! Down there. There's a whole bunch of them down there. That hurts a bit. Ow! It should be fully charged. Well, I discovered this place now.
Finding all the locations.
It'll take a little while. Although, hopefully I'll have lured everyone outside of this place before I go in there. With all this ruckus. No,
This is perhaps.
no. That explains why I didn't do a lot of damage. I didn't hit them. There's the dude. How did that not? Finally.
Well, it's not a full shot. This is the largest map they've made.
I think it's like 27 square kilometers. Somebody calculated, I believe. There's a video I watched about calculating how screwed this place is because of radiation, and they need to know how big the map was to calculate the annual rainfall.
Hmm. Fair enough.
Really need to repair this rifle. I hope they have a weapon workbench in there somewhere. I think that was a headshot. That probably wasn't that. I'm afraid that just hit the... nothing else. Damn. There we go. I probably should have kept the rocket launcher so I could have just shot all those people down there with a rocket. That would have made this a lot quicker. Now, how many super mutants can I expect there to be in what I assume to be a prison complex? Again, another charging. Wait, is this another?
It depends. I mean, if they took all of the what's the word? Prisoners and turned into super mutants, there could be a pretty large number.
Yeah. I think I'm done with the outside of this place, actually. And I'm finding a lot of charging laser rifles as of late. So
Yeah, as you mentioned.
yeah, I really want to scrap them so I can get the mods from them. Start making proper laser rifles.
Hmm.
And another one. Okay, time to have a look-see at these things. Does any of these have a... It's a medium scope. Medium scope. Medium. Medium, and I can hear somebody walking around. I'm pretty sure that wasn't me. I don't know what that is. Oh, somebody's spotting me somewhere. Why I would want a perk that makes these bobbleheads easier to spot, I don't know, because they're damn easy to find. But then again, I only, like, nobody's pointed out that I've missed any so far, so I don't know. Maybe I just haven't noticed them a lot.
Well, I also think that they are much less worth than this.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they're pretty much just rare loot at this point.
Yeah.
Not collectible loot.
Yeah, it's just better perk or better magazines essentially. I wonder what this dude is. Let's use the magical camera for a spell to spy around corners a bit. Ah, there he is. Thank Todd Howard for the magical third-person camera.
Yeah. Third person is always cheesy, no matter what game you put it in.
It does work better for melee systems.
I don't know.
I mean, when you're all up in somebody's face, it can get kind of hard to know what you're doing when you're doing the whole close quarter combat. Besides, I don't exactly think Mortal Kombat would be made easier by having it in first person.
I think it would be much harder, but then again, it is also a fighting game.
Yeah.
Where you just can't get all the, what do you call it?
Oh, no. Servers acting up.
Oh dear. The most annoying, the most difficult thing about first person is, if I understand it right, is the, what do you call it, lack of ability to orient oneself.
Yeah. That and the really low, like, the low field of view, like, because...
Yeah.
Oh, I caught Magna.
Which is part of the whole ability to orient oneself, because in real life you don't just have a... How many degrees is it that you usually have? 45?
Oh, that would be horrible. I think it's usually
55?
like 70.
70?
Yeah, which is low in my opinion.
Too bad, but it's also still not as good as having 100.
I'm pretty sure humans usually have 120 degrees of vision.
Yeah, so... But we don't just have 120, we also look around all the time. Especially when we are in a situation that requires constant orientation. Their field of view is practically around the 250 degrees or so. It's almost 360, it's only directly behind us we don't see when we are in a stressful situation. Of course, when we focus on a single target, our field of view narrows down considerably, so... I don't know about you, but...
I haven't really read a lot about this,
focus...
so... Yeah, I haven't really read a lot about this, so I don't have hard numbers on most of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't have either. It's just my rough experience when I've been in LARP combat. But when I get a target and I have to focus down a single target, it becomes almost as though I can only see just around him.
I think that's sexist.
Or her. Sorry. I am sorry I assumed gender, but in my mind the neutral gender is male. Listen. It's just the neutral term, which basically, when I say him, I mean him or her. And when I say her, I only mean her.
Well, I accidentally took some buff out.
Anyhow.
For no reason.
Enough about semantics.
And it really weirds me out that some people are afraid of missing stuff in this game because everything is so easy to spot, because this game never gets dark. And I do mean it never gets dark. It's not all the time I've played this game, I've never been in a situation where it's been like, oh, I can't really see what's going on because it's dark or something. Because Bethesda just can't make games that are dark.
Yeah, although I'd rather have a game that never gets really dark than a game where I usually can't see anything. Cue Destiny 2 whenever we enter a dark area, because the flashlight is unreliable at best.
Wait, there's issues with the flashlight?
Well, it's more that it's so narrow, and it only lights directly in front of you.
Huh.
And it's almost impossible to orient yourself in terms of three-dimensional space because of this, because you don't get many frames of reference.
True.
Especially when the flashlight do not activate in the darkness, as it doesn't do in certain areas of the map when you have to explore it to find those chests.
Yeah, but I mean, Fallout games have the Pip-Boy light. Like seriously, we can turn that on and off at will. So I don't understand why they don't make it darker.
Yeah, in Fallout 76, I don't understand either.
Plus, it's supposed to be a bit of a survival game. Could have at least added a bit of like, oh, don't go out at night. Give us an incentive to sleep other than just regenerating health when we lay in a bed. Because as it is, sleeping, or laying in a bed, is just another way to get diseases.
Oh, what now?
Yeah, you can get diseased if you lay in a bed that's on the ground instead of being lifted off the ground, and thus being a proper bed.
Oh, what now?
Yeah, you can catch
Why?
because then it's not proper clean, and then you can catch a disease.
That's just weird.
I prefer this system for diseases they have in this game over the one they had in Fallout 4, because there, you touch the water, you got a disease. You could take various medication to make the chance of getting a disease lessened, but you still always got it. It was guaranteed. If an animal hit you, there was a very, very, very high chance, like more than 50% chance that you would catch a disease.
I never noticed. I only once got a disease.
Did you play on a survival mode?
Nope.
Yeah, it's only on survival mode that this is a thing. Like, it was stupid at that point. I actually installed a mod just to get rid of it, just because I got tired of having spent most of the game with the Aqua Boy perk, therefore completely removing the threat of water and using it. No, it was definitely also on my end, but it's trying to resume. Thanks for pointing it out, though.
Yeah, well, it's up now, so...
Yeah. Yes. It's just an issue with it not sending enough packages data. See, easily found another thing, just magazine, just easy to find. I mean, to some extent, this game is criminally easy at times. But then again, some Bethesda games are just... It's just easy in all the normal Bethesda ways of being easy.
Yeah, because they found out when they made Fallout 3, they realized that form of lockpicking was damn easy to make, and people apparently liked that. And they just stuck with that since then, for example.
Was it not in previous games?
No, they had a different one.
Huh.
In Oblivion, they had a system where you had to knock up the tumblers and click the button to jam the tumblers at the right spot.
Why did they not? That sounds way more interesting.
It was actually easier for me to do lockpicking with my eyes closed than with my eyes open, because they had certain sound files for every single, of the possible knocking. Meaning I just needed to hit the right knocking in order to properly unlock the lock.
Interesting.
Yeah. I even installed a mod way back when, before I crashed my game forever, that added a plate onto the lock picking system, so you had to use the sound. Because actually the visual cues were
Deceptive?
well, it's more the fact that what's the word? You'd think it would be easier when you could see the tumbler going up and down, but not the, what do you call that?
I'm putting a standard sight in this thing just to make it more of a battle rifle.
Yeah. But the movement of the tumbler was pretty regular through all the different sets, so you couldn't be sure by just looking if you could lock it, because of course the tumbler would break. Yeah, the lockpick would break if you, what do you call it? If you did a misclick.
You see, now it's
So-
way easier to see those charging thingies. And why do you have a plasma grenade? Ammunition, which do not fit that pistol. Bit weird that. Well, this. I hate going through loading doors. But let's try it still. Well, I mean, thanks for not noticing me, mate, but, probably wasn't that healthy. Damn it, I should have repaired this one while I was still out there.
I can hear you.
You really shouldn't be able to. Fiddlesticks. That is some very glowing meat.
Yeah, it doesn't look healthy.
Not anymore.
Honestly, glowing anything should be a really good indicator that you should not eat it.
But bioluminescence is such an easy way to hunt prey in the deep sea, so like it's an actual thing, and I don't think it's that toxic.
True, but if it glows bright enough that you can see it in dim light,
It's food. Take it.
can you see my point?
Kinda, but like still.
Besides stop the radiation and on any such I'm worried about, it's more the other components. Whatever is making it glow is very
Where am I getting?
energetic.
Ah, right. Okay, something's on. Oh, right. There was a gas leak in there apparently.
Oh, that's good you managed to get out before you shot it. And
Missed that in.
how do you think of Bethesda's hacking system?
The hacking system. It's very easy.
I mean, do you think it's good, or do you think it's too easy, or do you think it's something?
I think they could make it way more difficult, but if I still like the idea of them having the shortcuts in the code where you press those brackets and that then removes a dot. I kind of wanted them to just make that always remove a dot and then just give it way more options, but way more of those brackets. So if you don't know about that, then it's would be bloody difficult, but once you figure that thing out or look it up, then hacking suddenly becomes a lot easier. Because it feels more like a trick to it. You have that kind of system.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard people saying that the hacking system in the Fallout games are, in the Bethesda Fallout games are pretty much, well, it's completely useless. And not really, I think, that adds anything to the game, but just adds another layer of annoyance, which I disagree with.
I guess you're stuck in here? Maybe it was too big to get out. Yeah. Oh, prisoner collar. Those can occasionally be nice fashion accessories. Also, I'm a raider. I should have that kind of stuff with me. Also, how did these guys not get alerted by all the shooting? Okay, apparently I can't shoot through that. That's a bit annoying. Okay. Yep. Ah, they slump over funny.
Alright, I'm back. Let's see.
Okay, this is, I will say, this is a really good combat arena. It's very tense to move around in here, because it's really close quarters. It's pretty good for sneaky. Also imagine this probably wouldn't be a entirely bad place for full-on firefight.
I mean, Bethesda games will never get to the Oblivion levels of sneak. Then again, Oblivion had several issues about sneaking. So.
No, but I mean,
For
just
example,
the level design of this prison is really good.
That's also a thing that I've found with Bethesda games. They are above average when it comes to level design.
Stop phasing through walls, you fucking bat, and stop shooting me that much. Okay, I might need a stim pack. I think my radiation might be getting a bit too high at this point.
Yeah, perhaps you should get some rat away or something.
But I risk losing my mutations with that.
Oh, come on, you bloody mutant.
Well, I am covered in blood. And unfortunately I don't have a solid wall behind me, so I couldn't just... Ah, there we go. And I'm also filled with blood, so yes, I am a bloody mutant.
Filthy heretic.
Well, that is technically also true, because the social norm in this game is to wear the vault suit or power armor, and I'm doing neither. So yes, I am going against the social norms. I can always be more pedantic, remember that.
Yes, I know. I just think it's a thing for Danish live action role players to be pedantic as all fuck once you reach a certain point.
We need to be, otherwise we can't understand the rules.
Well, of course. Because we have to look through the rules and scrutinize them every single time.
That's probably a bad idea.
Yes, usually... What?
Yes, that was a bad idea to stand and lockpick that. Fortunately, he didn't notice me. Somehow.
Well, you know... Bethesda AI is dense at the best of times,
This is Bethesda AI with latency involved, and this is grenades, and I don't like it.
You're on fire. Is everything fine?
Yes, I have taken morphine in the form of a stim pack. So yes, everything is perfectly fine. And I still have plenty more stim packs, I think. How many more stim packs do I have? I still have 50 stim packs, so yes, everything is still just... Ow! Dear super mutants, stop lighting me on fire. Also, sod off. Also, I might ditch my whole idea of getting a set of weaponry and just start using a combat rifle. Because it's just...
Yes. I mean, the only issue with that would be the ammunition, but...
No, it uses the same ammunition as the pipe revolver. It's everywhere.
38?
No, it's not 38, it's .45.
Ah, yeah. Isn't that somewhat more rare?
Yes, yes, it's slightly
38.
more rare than 38. But it is not that rare. And I really need stim packs constantly right now. Stab him through the chest. Yay, level up again. And I can't see anything. Because I'm on fire. Turns out being on fire limits your visibility quite a bit. That Ever-Chosen from Warhammer Fantasy did not prepare me for that. Because he has a giant flame in the middle of his forehead or something, if I'm not misremembering, and he can see just fine. Damn it! It broke.
What broke?
My pipe bolt action.
Ah,
You know the rifle I've
so
been
just
using?
dropped it.
No, I just unequipped it because it's now broken.
Okay, so you can repair a broken weapon.
I hope. I really hope I can. Yes, yes I can. Yeah, it's repaired. Besides, one thing about the combat rifle that should also be mentioned is that it can be modified to take most types of ammunition in the game. So, yeah, it's
useful.
Yes, in Fallout 4 it had the highest damage output of the 308 round. Like, it had the highest damage per shot potential of that round, which meant that if you wanted to if you wanted that ammunition to be effective, you had to fire it out of a combat rifle, and just, you know, ditch the hunting rifle, which was a bit of a shame. But I mean, I suppose the hunting rifle did have the bolt on the wrong side, so I mean, who really wants to carry that thing around? Huh. Key. Again, this 10mm pistol is just called 10mm. Why? Why is this the case? Also, I'm pretty sure I'm experiencing latency in the game. Okay. I will take that. I see no issue with having this gun.
You just picked up a rocket launcher.
Grenade launcher, but kinda, yeah.
Or missile launcher?
No.
That's
Break.
weird terms.
It's a break action grenade launcher.
Whoa. That's nifty.
Yes, you know, the China Lake grenade launcher.
Oh, that's a cute weapon.
Yeah. It's also really small, and I don't think it weighs that much. Okay, it weighs quite a bit, but nevertheless, I now have a grenade launcher.
Yeah, because fallout weight is
Stupid.
interesting.
I think I've cleared most of this area. I wonder if other players would come in here in the same instance as me if they try to go in here right now. Well, I went through all the prison blocks, which was probably the most wrecked part of it. Oh, hello there, Warden. Another one of these terminals. The mayor of the last town was also one of these guys. Hello there.
This institution is in dire need. If we're not careful, the inmates will take charge.
I think that's a bit too late, mate. I think they've already taken over. Yeah, let's pick up those hollow things. No, I don't have to pick the locks. I can just unlock it with my keys. Combat armor helmet. Wait, didn't I have a challenge to scrapping one just in case? That's still a thing. I think I'm actually roughly done with the. Oh boy, that's a lot of. Huh. I guess most of the staff must have been Protectrons. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense because Protectrons are slow. They can't really chase down escapees that well.
I mean, I think the Protectron guards have more or less the same role as real life guards have in Denmark. As in, they're not supposed to actually drive off any. Yeah, they're not supposed to do any actual capturing of. What's the word?
Inmates.
Yeah, of trespassers, but more supposed to scare them away and register that someone has been found in location and registered ahead at their face.
But I still expect them to at least try to keep the prisoners inside the place. Just, yeah.
True. They're pretty useless wardens as what the actual prison wardens.
Yeah. Alright, so
But
I have a couple of terminals here. Let's see if I can level up to. No, I can't level up to be able to unlock the level 3 one, but I can do a bit. So what should I pick as my next special stat to increase a bit?
No clue.
Let's just take strength. Ah, yes, Bandolier. That's a pretty good one. Well, Sturdy Frame could also be nice, but Bandolier, ballistic weapon ammo weighs 45% less. Could be nice. Oh, well, that was sudden.
Fair enough.
So it's probably gonna end pretty bad, and I'm probably gonna get booted out all the way from that prison complex, and now I'm gonna have to start working. I can't.
Did you just crash or something?
No, the server went down.
Ah, come on.
Well, it booted me from the server, so. Well, I think there's something seriously wrong with the servers. So, I think this is what people complained about originally. Is it getting time for the Americans to start playing right now or something? I don't know.
Well, technically they've been playing all day, given, you know. But then again, it might be those few people, those who have hangovers are getting a bit better by now.
I don't know. Well, sorry for this short stream, everyone, but when I get two of these close together, I think it's time to just call it and just go like, nah, that's enough for now.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So I'll leave you with this annoying image of connection failed. Time out while waiting for server to respond. So we shall wait for the server to respond, and potentially get back to this again tomorrow. Maybe even later, because we might do other stuff then. Well, hope you all have a good night. See you again tomorrow. Have a good day.